All right, welcome. Today, we're diving into a piece of wisdom from Al-Hikam that really, it challenges a core assumption most of us have. And it's this: what if the act of doing good was its own reward? I mean, really think about that. This one idea has the power to totally reframe how we look at effort, purpose, the whole shebang. So let's really start with the central question here. What if the good deeds you perform, what if they were already the reward in and of themselves? Just let that sink in for a moment. Instead of you doing something and then waiting for a payout, the deed itself is the payment. Okay, so to really get our heads around this, we're going to break it down into three parts, kind of like three acts in a play. And first up is Act 1, the fruits of obedience. This is probably the part that's easiest to connect with, based on our own experiences. So this is where the wisdom kicks off. It says that sometimes, God gives us a little taste of the results right here, right now. It's like we get immediate feedback. We do something good and we get to taste the sweetness of that action almost instantly. It's like a little preview, a sign of what's to come. And when we say fruits, we're not talking about something vague or abstract. No, this is real, tangible stuff. It's that genuine peace you feel deep in your heart after you've been kind to someone. It's that calm that just washes over your restlessness. Or that sudden moment of clarity when everything was confusing just a second ago. You know that healing? That sense of, yep, I'm on the right path. That's what we're talking about. But, and this is absolutely crucial, don't mistake these feelings for the full reward. That inner peace, that clarity, that's not the final paycheck. Think of them more like glad tidings. They're little nods, gentle hints from God to let you know, hey, I see you, your effort is accepted. It's a sign that something even greater is waiting down the line. Okay, so that's Act 1. We felt that immediate sweetness, right? But now the wisdom takes a turn. It introduces a necessary warning. This is a real pivot point that's going to challenge our most basic assumptions. So let's dive into Act 2, the gift of the deed. And wow, this is the line that just stops you in your tracks. I mean, really read that. How can you ask for compensation for a deed that he himself has gifted to you? It's such a powerful question because it flips the entire script. How can you possibly demand payment for something that wasn't even yours to begin with? Something that was a gift to you? And that brings us right to the heart of Act 2, this idea of the deed as a divine gift. What does that mean? Well, it means the very ability to do something good, it doesn't actually come from us. The idea to do it, the strength to carry it out, the guidance along the way, it's all granted to us. The whole thing, from the first thought to the final action, is a gift. And if you break it down, you can really see how deep this gift goes. I mean, look at this. First, he's the one who guides you to the deed. Then, he's the one who gives you the actual strength to do it. While you're doing it, he preserves you through it. And then, and this might be the most amazing part, he covers up all your little shortcomings and flaws within the action itself. Every step is from him. You see, once you really internalize that, really get it, your entire inner posture just shifts. You go from this kind of entitled, transactional mindset, okay, I did my part, now where's my reward? And you move into the state of just deep, profound gratitude. You're just thankful that you were given the chance to do the good deed in the first place. So that huge shift from entitlement to gratitude, that leads us perfectly into our final act. This is where it all comes together. The tension resolves, and we get to the most beautiful and frankly, profound insight of this whole teaching. So welcome to Act 3, the reward of acceptance. And here it is. This is it's extraordinary. It says, it is enough of a reward for your deed that he made it worthy of acceptance. You see, we're always so focused on what we're going to get for our actions. But this wisdom is saying, hold on. The greatest reward imaginable is simply the fact that he accepts the deed from you at all. So you might be asking, okay, but why? Why is just having something accepted the true reward? Well, the answer comes when we get really honest about the quality of our own actions, because let's be real for a second. Our deeds are never perfect. If we're truly honest with ourselves, no action we ever perform is totally free from some kind of weakness, right? A moment of distraction, some deficiency in our effort, a sincerity that's maybe 99% but not 100. Our work is always flawed. And this is where you see this incredibly subtle and generous act of God. He creates the deed for you, and he enables it through you, and then, knowing full well it's got all these little imperfections, he attributes it to you. Out of pure grace, he says that was yours, as if it was your own perfect creation from the start. So this really sums up the whole journey we've been on. It's a massive shift in perspective. The common view is, hey, that was my deed, my effort. I have a claim to a reward. But the deeper wisdom is, no, that was his gift, his grace, and the fact that he even accepts it from me. That is the reward. It's a complete overhaul of our inner accounting system. So what's the heart of this wisdom? What do we walk away with? It's a new kind of balance, a way to feel joy for the good that you do, but without it tipping over into vanity. It lets you have hope for a good outcome, but without that feeling of entitlement. And it helps you feel deep gratitude, without that gratitude turning into admiring yourself. It's a beautiful, stable middle ground. And, to close this out, instead of me trying to summarize it all, I just want to leave you with this. It's a prayer from the source, and it just perfectly captures the very soul of this wisdom. It's something to really reflect on. This idea that in every good thing we do, the real goal isn't to pat ourselves on the back, but to return to a state of being aware of his grace.